Welcome back to Super Johnson Brothers. That is Will over there. I'm Nick. Back for another top 10 list. You get 2 for the price of 1. Warning was when everybody we say the fuck words. Oh my god. Anyways,
oh my goodness.
Today, top 10 Nintendo 3DS games of all time. It has been well to tell you all this list isn't like everyone else. We're not just putting critical darlings and titles you expect to be on here. We played the shell 3DS. We fucking loved it. For a long time, we argued it had the best library of any Nintendo console. Not even joking, it's stacked. But these guys we actually played. If you haven't played, it can't be on the list. And we will do honorable mentions after number 2. But that, let's go. Now, last episode, Will went first, therefore I have to go first this time. All right, my number 2.
Hey, I was thinking, Nick, real quick though. I think we should talk about the 3DS too being extra special for this. Like, you actually acquired the 3DS at a very down time in your life.
Well, the thing with the 3DS was, I remember I worked a lot of the time loading a Quickcrete into a vehicle and broke my back. L4 and 5 my back, snapped into each other in my spine. I was like on a cane, I couldn't walk. This workers' comp shit, it was horrible. And I was just bummed out, man. And the Animal Crossing New Leaf just came out. And out of nowhere, Will and my mom showed up and got me a 3DS. Was it XL? It was XL at the time, yeah. The XL, where was it new?
It was XL.
I remember, oh my god, and whew. And there'll be a lot of games on this list because of this situation. But anyways, Will hooked it up. And he's getting Animal Crossing hard. And this is our first Animal Crossing since the GameCube, actually. We should get to that later. But anyways, it was a big deal. I loved it. Will's one of the kind of like, man, have you seen the 3DS library? We haven't really fucked with portables in a second. You know, it's like, besides like Pokemon and shit. And it changed everything. It's like, man, $35 games too. Holy shit, did we burn that shit up.
Unbelievable.
God, the price point, we had it made, dude. But we love the 3DS.
Up until recently, I thought it had the best game library of any system ever. Home console.
It is stacked.
Up until I think recently it switched past it. But I really do. I think that highly.
Yeah, we saw a number today. I think it was 77 million lifetime 3DS sales. This is the final number. That's fucking incredible.
Yep.
But Will,
it is.
Let's talk about.
Switch is up to 55 million.
Let's talk about,
yeah, go ahead.
My number 10 is a good one. It's a great segue to the story of the 3DS. When it originally launched, it was $250. Didn't sell. They jacked up the price because the interest so high. Then they dropped the price to $180 and dropped a game called The Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time in 3D. That is my number 10 game, and it's incredible. I always tell Will.
Think about that.
I always tell Will. N64 games to me now are hard to play because of frame rate, straight up frame rate, fucking slow.
Yes, I 100% agree.
I'm sorry, dude. You play a 64 controller and you play Ocarina now. It's just like, I can't fucking do this. You try to create the village, you know.
Yeah, it's horrible.
But they get the frame rate up. You know, it's looking pretty. They made it look nice. They made a masterpiece playable again.
Yep.
And I just feel like it's a game that I've played a lot. I feel like I've been there, done that. I think it's incredible, but I just feel like I made my peace with that game. It's still number 10 to me, but yes, that's where it's at for me. It really is over all these other titles. Will, what did you have at number 10 to start off the list?
Super special. Number 10, I doubt this one made your list, Nick. Mario and Luigi Dream Team.
Woo, that's a good title.
I'm a huge RPG guy.
That title.
I think that was the closest the series got to Mario RPG since Mario RPG. It wasn't quite that great. I'm not going to try to say that. However, it was a very good game. I really enjoyed it. I remember, even in my mind, it's been so long since I played, I vividly remember the end of the game. It was really cool, the mechanics, like when you're wanting to land on somebody, hit a button. I just loved it, Nick. It was a great game.
It's like everybody immediately probably like, what about the inside story? Dream Team's awesome. Will got me to get it.
Dream Team's awesome.
The thing is, here's what killed me. Isn't that like a 40-hour RPG? There's some meat on that game.
Yeah. It's big, yeah.
Now, my number 9 special is actually Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. And that's, say Luigi's Mansion, the first one 3DS. It was my first experience of the series. It's awesome. It's just fantastic. It's awesome. It's almost like in a weird way, it's very close to its own genre, what it is. I mean, it's unique to it. Luigi's Mansion is Luigi's Mansion. And now it's used on the Switch, so the IP is bigger than ever. But number 9 for me was my entry into Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon. Will, your number 9 favorite 3DS game ever?
I'm proud of my number 9.
Oh, he's smiling, he's turning.
I love HAL HAL Laboratories. And I've always been a big fan of theirs. And there's a game called Box Boy.
I'm so happy. This is an indie game. It is Nintendo made. Will, take it. You say I can't steal this from you.
It's I'm really oddly into strategic games. And if you all haven't seen it, there's newer ones out there that are absolutely co-op. They're awesome. But basically, your box, and you got to try to like get a traverse like cavern, like big like holes and move. I can't even explain it. You have to see it. And Master Cyril Sakurai, I'm sure I'm butchering that name. If you don't know him, look up Smash. But anyways, his team's behind this, Nick. I mean, it's special.
It's a puzzle game. It's unique. If you never played it, I'll look it up. Then there's Box Boy, there's Box Boy, and a girl in there somehow too. She got a little ribbon on her.
Box Boy, and Box Girl, I think's the name of the last one. Me and my wife played it. It's great.
Number 8 for me, number 8 favorite 3DS title of all time is an RPG. And one of my favorite series, and I'll talk why for a different one, Fire Emblem Fates. It was the second Fire Emblems to come out on the 3DS, and it's just fucking awesome. I love Fire Emblem. And I don't want to get too much into Fire Emblem until the other Fire Emblem title I'm going to talk about later on this list. That's when I'm going to go balls in. So wait for that. Will you play Fates? You beat it. I know you did. So
yeah, it's a great game. It doesn't touch Three Houses. I won't go into greatness of that. That was both in mine and yours Game of the Year. I won't get into that.
Three Houses.
Yeah, same kind of deal. Fantastic.
I love you bringing that up. All right, well, let's move right on along. What's great number 8 for your 3DS title list?
Great number 8. I had the Ocarina of Time at number 8. You knew it was coming. Like Nick said, it's no knock on the game. It's absolutely amazing. But this is the second time playing it, and it's on a 3DS list. Fantastic game.
It's wonderful, no question. Let's move right along. Number 7 for me, 3DS titles, was I felt a technical achievement, unbelievable, and that was some Super Smash Brothers 3DS. It came out a few months before literally Smash Brothers Wii U came out, but it's literally almost the full experience on your 3DS. And I thought it was incredible. You can use the controller on the Wii U too. That's a beautiful title. That's a great game. That's a great fucking game.
It was great. It was for a port. It was just it's mind blowing they got that to work as good as they did. It was
brilliant. What's your number 7, Will?
Ironically, number 7 is Kart 7.
Mario Kart number 7. Mario Kart 7. That's a great...
Kart 7. Before, like, the Switch days, like, you go on road trips, and, like, you're not driving, and there's 2 or 3 of you that have 3DSs, and you link up, and you only have to have 1 copy of the game. Yeah. It would let you do download play. You're a shy guy. But who cares? It let you play it with 1 copy. And I remember you and I and our sister, we burnt that shit up, dude.
I remember more than I was having 7 or 8 people locally playing that game. It's the full experience. It's fast. The frame rate's high. It's a great game. What kills me is you're playing console Mario Kart tracks, but on your 3DS, like it's a retro tracks. It's a very good feeling. So, well, I'm gonna slide over to my number 6 favorite 3DS title, and mine is what came out in 2013. And I felt like it was almost a rebirth of a franchise, Pokemon X and Pokemon Y.
Oh yeah.
I just felt like a lot of people got back in the series right there. Because you're able to get 2 starters, essentially, one being an OG 150 starter. I just felt like that's a very landmark Pokemon game. But Will?
I totally agree. And I tell you what, I actually think it gets slotted in the series now. I think that it's actually better than people remember it being. And it's kind of overlooked. I think it kind of brought Pokemon back into like the fourfold again. Like, I love Pokemon X and Y, man. That was great.
What's your number 6, Will?
Number 6, and I'm embarrassed to say this is the first time for me playing this game. Same team that did the Ocarina remake is the Majora's Mask. It was my first playthrough with it, and they took what they learned from making Ocarina and they took it to a whole new level with Majora's. Because I like Ocarina better than Majora's the game, but not the 3DS. They killed it. They knocked it out of the park.
Like Will said, I remember for Christmas one year, Will got Majora's Mask in N64. It just, Alligator was not something we were feeling. We next didn't even fuck with it at all. And we, over the years being big Zelda fans, when what kills me is it's announced during a January Direct and comes out 6 weeks later. Unbelievable.
Yeah, unbelievable, unheard of.
Oh god, we lost our minds. Everybody, you had the actual 3DS for the game, Will, that special edition console.
Yeah.
And this first time
it was a new 3DS XL. Yeah.
This is the first time we got to experience it. I know this is some things kind of nerfed and twitched around to make it easier, like the journal and shit. That was our first time we experienced Majora's Mask. That's huge. It's a huge deal. All right, we'll kick it. We're going to the top 5 now. My number 5. Number 5, as you've already said, and that's Mario Kart 7. Got to go into it. It's endless replayability. It's phenomenal. Will, what's your number 5?
It is. Yeah, like you said earlier, it was Pokemon X and Y. We kind of slipped some stuff around there. I think very highly of that game, and it makes me think about my family. I love it.
Yeah. Well, let's keep on moving. My number 4 was Majora's Mask, which I just talked about in depth. Will, what's your number 4 3DS title?
One of my favorite RPGs of all time. It's Bravely Default.
Oh, yes, Bravely Default making the list.
Number 4. People probably think that's crazy. There's a special edition. It's one of my favorite special editions of any special edition that's ever been made. It's a Bravely Default one of 3DS. If you haven't seen it, look it up. The big black box.
Yeah.
It's stunning. And the game was really unique. And it just, for some reason, it resonated with me. The RPG battle system too is so good. I can't wait for the new one. But yeah, that was my number 4.
It's cool because we get an original IP from Square Enix. So it's actually a good RPG. And I remember the Bravely system. Well, you can take moves early, but take the penalty later. Like you can gamble. And you can mess with the encounter rate. Yes. You can really play that game how you wanted to play that game.
Customize it.
And it's got one hell of a twist ending that I won't ruin.
Yes.
But yeah, gosh, good game. All right, well, it's time to break down our top 3 list now. My number 3.
Top 3.
My number 3. My second owned 3DS title. And my entry into the Fire Emblem series, and that's Fire Emblem Awakening. I just think it blew me the fuck away. I'm going to say, 90 turn permadeath off. I know immediately you're like, oh, you don't play the right way. It's masterful. I love it. I played everyone since then. Up to like 3 Houses, which is the best game that came out last year. It's just, I love Fire Emblem. It is fucking phenomenal. Will, what's your number 3?
Number 3 for me, it's one of my favorite sports titles of all time. It's Mario Golf for 3DS. And if you watch our other video, I don't want to toot my own horn at it, but I was very good at it.
Top 10 in America.
And it just took everything in the series. Yeah, top 10 in America a few times. It took everything from the series. And there's a reason they haven't made one since then. Because when you have a quality that great, and the DLC courses were fantastic. I can't wait to see what they're going to do for the Switch. Camelot, like, when they're on and not trying to be rushed, and that was top notch. The amount of items you'd have, hats, outfits, shirts, and it's all Nintendo IP branded stuff. It's shit you'd want to wear in real life. You know, it was great.
You know, this game it's interesting because it's one of Nintendo's first fortes in DLC, like you mentioned. The game was actually $29.99. I believe there were 2 like $3 or $4 packs for extra courses and stuff.
We got the last 2 copies at Walmart. I remember it.
It's incredible. The weekly tournaments Nintendo would hold, how easy it was to host your own tournament. Game changer. It on a Switch is the biggest fucking no-brainer ever. People would play the fuck out on the Switch. Just saying. Well, Will?
Hold on, you can do there's tons of stuff you can do with it.
All right, time to go to our number 2s, Will. Number 2 favorite 3DS titles. Mine, number 2, is The Legend of Zelda: The Link Between Worlds.
Yeah.
The spiritual
Link Between Worlds.
Essentially, the spiritual sequel.
We waited. Yeah.
The spiritual sequel to Link to the Past. Well, I know you love Link to the Past. What do you think about Link Between Worlds?
Man, like, I'll never forget that. I got a special story on that. I got the 3DS edition for it. It's my favorite console design ever. Maybe the new Switch Animal Crossing, but it had low roll and high roll. If you remember, gold, black on the plates, and it was just a beautiful system. And we waited. Link to the Past, it's probably my favorite game ever made. And we waited so long, and then when the news broke that it was actually going to have the sequel, and it delivered. Oh, dude, it's one of my favorite games ever.
That's incredible. But well, now you have to give us your number 2.
Yeah, my number 2. This game made my wife a gamer. We're enjoying it right now too, and hundreds of hours. It's Animal Crossing New Leaf. And it took what the GameCube idea had. It's like Tony Stark getting his dad's work, Nick. We talked about it in the last video. They had the technology, and they took it to the next level with New Leaf, with the islands, visiting people, and it's if you like the New Horizons, you can thank New Leaf for that.
It's funny for me and Will because we loved Animal Crossing on the GameCube, but we didn't really play it on DS or Wii. It just didn't happen. And so I remember Will really followed the development of this. We were so hot for it. And it delivered. It was so endless. Oh my God. It's pretty much like what everyone knows now. That's the same thing that was going on then. So that's exactly what the fuck it was.
Exactly. That started it. You're right, Nick. You're right. That started it. That was the pushing the snowball for the avalanche.
And being portable like that too. I mean, they also had a feature where if you had your 3DS were walking, you could get these coins that you could buy actual Nintendo in-game mods for Animal Crossing, like the Triforce and Master Sword. They had cool ideas like that, you know.
Good call.
All right.
Yeah, it was great.
All right, Will. So now, before we do number one, do you have any honorable mentions you'd like to throw out there?
Yeah, one of the major lists, you talk about Luigi's Mansion. That was my introduction to the series. Loved it on there. It was a lot of fun. Another one that, if you haven't played or haven't heard of, it's Kirby Triple Deluxe.
Yes, sir.
Give some more love to my boys at HAL Labs. That's a fucking great game.
Yep. For me, I had the Mario and Luigi series, and you had brought one up on your list. Star Fox 64 3DS, Mario Golf.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Mario Golf, like you talked. By far the biggest glaring omission to either list is honorable mention for me, and that's Mario Super 3D Land, or Mario 3D Land. You know that one?
Yeah.
So
it's a good
It
game.
means I gotta get my number one favorite 3DS title of all time. And Will just said it, Animal Crossing New Leaf. Like I said, what's going on now is going on then. And Will, so that means your number one has to be...
It is. I mean, what can you say about it? Yeah, you know what it is. The Link Between Worlds.
Yep.
It's funny how we had those flip-flop, but I mean, you know, I waited so long for the sequel to my favorite game. It's almost like getting, you know, from Return of the Jedi here, there's going to be a new trilogy. It was like that. It was super big.
It's funny Link Between Worlds. That's a game that I always hear people bring up as loving. Like, I know it's not the longest game.
Yeah.
I feel like most people will talk insanely highly of it. It also shows you have such an old game design from Link to the Past still is masterful to this day.
Works.
Just fresh coat of paint. Fresh
It
coat
works.
of paint.
It works.
All they did was make it 3D. I've always pitched that they should make another one called A Link to the Future. It'd be a trilogy. That'd be incredible. Just throwing it out there.
Oh. And make it, imagine that on the Switch with something like ridiculous, like make it Skyrim of Zelda. You said that before, I want to steal that, but just imagine something open world like that. It could be done. I hope they're working on it.
The map of Link to the Past. Think of that map. I always think that map of Link to the Past. Yeah. Imagine it times 4. So that's one grid of 4. It's that game of that size.
I mean,
it is the Skyrim of old school Zelda. That would be so incredible, dude.
Yeah, sign me the fuck up.
We're going from top 10 lists to pitching ideas now. So anyways, that's our top 10 3DS games. We'll have more coming. Come back. That's Will. I'm Nick, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Do it.